What up? What up? What up? What up? Yeah, let the room fill up. I know y'all see y'all here. Right, yeah. Mic check. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. All right. Thank everybody for tuning in. Hey, this is the thing. This is the thing right here. This team don't look ready. I don't care. I know it's preseason, but God, Lord, man, putting up that 27-0, that is not something that you want to leave a mark on. This is not something that you would like to see out there. I always had this analogy of Jason Garrett, and I do know that he's not out there running the plays, but damn it, he is the coach of this team. He's the guy that as long as the GPS is operating and running and everything like that, he can get you anywhere in Dallas. He can get you anywhere in Dallas. But the moment that GPS is out and you're trying to tell him, hey, how you get to 35 East, or how do you get to 35, how you get to 45, or how you get to Highway 20, Interstate 20, how do you get to these locations? He's like, I don't know how to do this. This is all falling behind. Well, this is all in the mind of being prepared. I said before, you got to be prepared in order to win this race. And all of the 31 other teams out there, and I do know that Jason Garrett's record collectively is not like it's the horriblest record of all time. But what I'm saying, the other 31 teams out there, every 31 team out there, they had injuries, they had other situations that come about, but they look at least prepared. This team just don't look prepared, and I know that Dak Prescott is not out there. I know Ezekiel Elliott is not out there, and of course the plethora of offensive linemen. But offensive linemen don't give you 8 takeaways or whatever we had. So, I mean, to shed a little positive, man. Randy Gregory looked promising. The defense, what Chris Richard is doing out there, it looks very promising. Getting into the face of the players, and although they played well. If anything, I wish Chris Richard run over there to the offensive people and say, hey, get this stuff together. Now, we do know this right here. For those who's out there saying, no, you can't stash these quarterbacks. Right now, you can stash these second string quarterbacks. I don't think that nobody's running behind Cowboys and saying, okay, we're going to pick up Mike White or we're going to pick up a Cooper Rush. You can stash one of them. There's no way on God's green earth you can roll with 3 quarterbacks out of this roster. You better put one of these guys on the practice squad. To me personally, it'll be 1,184 guys out there. You better be. I'm just telling you, you better be going out there scouting and looking for those guys out there, because this just doesn't look right. It doesn't look good at all. I do know it's still preseason, but dress rehearsal, you're supposed to see a glimpse of something. Some substance of something out there. And you can't tell me that you guys saw something out there. And something from something leaves something. But this left us nothing. I'm just telling you guys the truth of what I see out there with my mind or my heart and soul. It is what it is. I appreciate you guys for tuning in to the nation. But, hey, it's one of those things where if we do not, and I'm telling you, if we do not, okay, we put up 3 points, yeah, whoop-de-doop-de-doo, right? But shout out to y'all, man, for tuning in to the nation. I'm not going to stay long on this thing. I'm going to give a shout out to those who are the first person that's in the, let me see where you at, in the Facebook panel, man. I really appreciate you for tuning in. Let me see who we got over here. Mike, James, what's going on? Thank you for tuning in. Also, Diego, shout out to you. Kobe, thank you for tuning in too as well. I'm going to see if I can jump in on my phone to give those shout outs to those who are on other platforms too as well. I really appreciate you guys for tuning in. But this is the thing. This team, come week 1, I don't want to hear the excuses. I don't want to hear the fact that we don't have an offensive line or we don't have this or that. You got to be able to come out and play. You got to have your coaching staff have to set up everything to have everybody ready to play. And that's just the bottom line as we look at everything. I was going to go over Rico. Somehow, just put Rico on the team. I do know that a lot of people have their reservations on whether or not he can run a route or whether or not he can block or whatever. Just put him out there. Because to me, what I saw from the Blake Jarwins of the world and the Swain doing a holding call, and this team just wasn't prepared. The prepared mind is everything, and it just goes to show you guys that, you know, even by us being far away, we can still see these little things that are going on here and there. Let me see who we have here. I'm just trying to pull up my phone. No, I don't want to go there. Let me see. Shout out to y'all. Shout out time. I got to echo. Is it Gracia, man? Shout out to you on the Phantom page, and I'm gonna go over. See, I don't have it all set up, so bear with me. Final score: 3 Cowboys 3, the Cardinals 27. You wouldn't want this on you. You know, you shouldn't show that out there on tape. I would rather for if this was really going down like it's supposed to be, I would rather, because you didn't get nothing out of this. You didn't get no evaluation out of this game at all. I would rather for Jerry Jones and Jason Garrett to say we forfeit this game. Really, I would rather for them to do that, because there's nothing that you saw that out of the improvement of this team, out of what you can expect for the next season or whatever, expect for the next upcoming game. There's nothing. They played entirely scared football, and it's just a disgrace for those who out there who went to the game, who purchased tickets for the game, and to see that piss poor performance out there. I would demand some type of money back or something like that if I was in the stadium. I say, come on, Jerry. I'm out here. I'm supposed to experience a good entertainment, at least entertainment. I'm supposed to be experiencing a good game. And all we got out of this entire, 4 quarters was Randy Gregory looks good, you know. And we didn't see anything else. We saw Lance Lenore. He was a shell of himself out there. I guess he was unfocused. And that was my guy. Now, after this performance, even Lance Lenore, even all of the wide receivers, if you think about it from this aspect of it, you have the backup of the offensive line. Then you have 2 unproven backup quarterbacks out there. You mean to tell me that I'm running my routes, I'm doing everything I need to do out here, and it's a slim chance for me to even make this team now? Because the head coach and the actual GM are so scared that they don't want to put the starters out there, and they don't want to have this team to look like a formidable team. It just don't look right. I do know a lot of people say, well, what happened if Dak Prescott snap up his knee, or what happened if Ezekiel Elliott snap up his shoulder or something like that? You can't get the evaluation. So we going back to the exact same thing in 2017. We see from right now with our eyes that this team, as far as depth purposes on the offensive line, is trash. And then also as far as the backup quarterback is trash right now. And I'm saying that from a diehard silver and blue Cowboys fan. I'm just calling a spade a spade. So all of the people that were saying out there that Dak Prescott suck and he can't make a pass more than 5 yards, what did we just see? What did we just witness? And Dak Prescott, from my knowledge, from my understanding, he didn't look that horrible when he came out there and play for preseason. I mean, I know it's a different season, but come on now. Even if you threw Dak Prescott out there then, you know, now what have you, you wouldn't see this type of performance. That's just crazy, man. Let us know that we got to go back to the drawing board. And it is what it is. This pretty much, man, all the time I have for today. I really got to run. I really got to do a lot of things tonight. Got to get everything set up for tomorrow for work. But I just want to just get this off my mind. But I really appreciate everybody for tuning in. Somehow my YouTube feed is not pulling it up. But, hey, shout out to those who are in the let me see. Come on, computer, wake up. Computer, wake up. All right, there you go. We got Marion, Patrick, Rob, Diego, Damian, Chris Newman, AJ Carter. Shout out to you, Leticia. I think that's how you say your name. Shout out to you too as well. Richard, Debbie Green, Jeffrey, Mike, and Ted Mitchell. Thank you all for tuning in for the show. It's always a pleasure. It's always a plus for me talking to you guys about this thing. Hey, one way or another, we're going to get this thing rock, lock, and loaded. For tomorrow, I really have some more energy so I can give you guys my thoughts. Maybe I can do a quick film on Randy Gregory and maybe 45, you know, maybe. But let's get on out of here, man. I really appreciate you all. I'm really upset about this game. You just don't see it, but I am. You just don't see it, but I am right now. The way they wasn't prepared, And if you were prepared for the game, then there'll be a different story, But they just wasn't prepared for it, You got to be prepared, man. Let me see my music at. There you go. Let's get on out here. Come on. This thing. See, I'm not even prepared to get off the stream. I'm talking about. I'm like the Jason Garrett right now of trying to exit his live stream. Jason Garrett, man, he just wasn't prepared, and I know I can't put everything on him, but if you the head coach, everything have to fall on you because you the head coach. It is what it is. All right, we're gonna roll out of here, man. Be ready for tomorrow, man. Do some real live stream. Give you guys my thoughts. But 27-3, that's never good. It's not good at all. Come on. You gotta tighten that up a little bit. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best.